Help on the Way, Slipknot. That's the hardest of all Grateful Dead licks. I've practiced it 1,000 times, still never played it perfectly. But the thing is, I don't think Jerry ever did. Even on the record, if you listen close, it's not played with total precision. It reminds me of this Jerry quote that I'm gonna botch / paraphrase. Playing live is like a rowboat on the violent ocean, and trying to record in the studio is like trying to build a giant ship in a little bottle. In music, like in life, we're constantly living in the dialectic between kind of static, perfect ideals and the more dynamic, imperfect filters of reality. You spend hours at home or in the studio crafting your perfect sound, but then you get on stage and you're in the matrix of a whole new context, a set of contexts. And then it's not just your sound anymore. It's your sound plus the other musicians, plus the sound person, plus the room, plus whatever you ate that day. You get the idea. It seems to me that letting go of fundamentalist expectations of how we perceive reality is the key to flowing ever more freely in the imperfect river of the moment. And despite the fact that most guitarists I know wouldn't let themselves believe an all digital amp can sound good, I played a Dead cover band gig last week with my Nash Strat and my Fender Tonemaster Twin Blonde. And in that set of filtered, imperfect contexts, it sounded incredible. Now, yes, I know that's an iPhone 8 microphone. My girlfriend was taking videos, but you can tell that in the room it sounded really good. And one thing that I'm constantly impressed with the Tonemaster Twin is there's still, as you can hear, a ton of dynamics in the playing, in those clips. Just because it's digital and there's a little bit of digital compression, it doesn't mean that the dynamics are gone. It still has that kind of thin, wiry, Strat, middle pickup, Jerry sound. And it does it really well.
I told Althea I was feeling lost, loving in some direction. Althea told me upon scrutiny, my back might need some protection.
You can see how the Tonemaster allows you to get subtle and dynamic and kind of fall back in the mix, but then also jump out on top and keep your dynamics for a solo using some boosts or gains. And then also at the end, the Tonemaster allows you to get a little weird if you want. takes pedals really well. I think I was using a timeline delay and an H9 to do a kind of moogie synthy thing, but the Tone Master does it all. I want to say a big thanks to City Winery for allowing the Stolen Faces, Nashville's best Grateful Dead cover band, to play a safe and socially distant show last week. The staff and sound were incredible there. And at that show, I had the Tone Master just mic'd up regularly, I think with the Sennheiser, and it sounded awesome. But in my initial Tone Master review video, I have some footage, I'll link up there, of me playing at a gig where we did an XLR direct out, and that also sounded really good. So both options are palpable and feasible and sound good. The clip at the beginning of this video, the Help on the Way Slipknot riff, that was just XLR straight into the interface, nothing else added. But as you can see, the Tone Master's got a bunch of options for you, and I'm going to work on a video next week where I put a 57 up to the Tone Master and just kind of play through some of the best sounds I've found on the amp. So we'll bypass the XLR and we'll just go classic, straight, mic'd up 57 style. So that's going to do it, short and sweet for this one. Some good live footage of the Tone Master in action at a gig. If you're on the fence and you're a gigging musician, I think get it. It's a great amp. My name's Jay Rutherford. Thanks for checking out the channel. We'll see you next time.